What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. So, episode 2, FIFA. This one's going to be a little bit of a voiceover episode. Basically, it's already pre-recorded. Didn't actually have my mic running for this one. It was a bit of a disappointing one, not going to lie. We'll get into that in a minute. But as you can see, they've decided to do this, which is quite interesting because if you play FIFA for a long time, you'll know that obviously back in the past, obviously you could buy FIFA coins and so forth, and it seems to be reappearing now. So it's quite a little bit interesting. We got this obviously little thank you here from EA, so you get a free match loan base icon. Just obviously opting in to whatever it was. I think it was the news via email or something. So I really wanted Ronaldo, but you know, I ended up getting a step with Cantona, so it wasn't the best. But as you can see here, we got a nice little coin boost going on. But yeah, so obviously we decided to do a bit of division rivals. You'll see later in the video how it went on. I mean, obviously the way that obviously, because you get placed, obviously you have to do placement matches, and obviously it's 5 of them, so it wasn't too bad, I suppose. I mean, we decided to go with Thiago Silva here just to try and bolster our defence. Obviously, combine it with, obviously, we already had Thiago Silva, but obviously extra contract means he'll last a little bit longer, so we took him. But yeah, it wasn't the best of matches. We managed to obviously get one little gold pack here, which I'll show you. Nothing too special, indeed, as you'll see. It's just one of those special cards. So, me being me at the time, I think I thought it was an inform, but you know, I kind of quickly realised when it downed out. But as you see, not the best of packs. But so we're going into obviously transfers. We decided to get Kepa. Now, if you saw the last game, we wasn't too bad, but you know, we had to make some improvements, so we decided to go for this little beast here. Now he is a golden gem, even though obviously he's silver. He is an absolute gem. You'll see in the well, you won't see in this gameplay. You'll see in future gameplay. So obviously with those purchases, we decided to hop into Division Rivals, try and do our 5 placement matches. And I thought, you know what, it's not gonna be too bad. You know, quite easy little bit start here. How I was very, very wrong. I came against some strong teams. As you can see here, I end up going 1-0 down. Lovely bit of play there, I know what to say from him. But yeah, it just kind of all fell apart. I managed to get another goal for half time. For some reason though, it didn't seem to proper, I don't know, set apart for me, let's say. I mean, this little finish here was nice, but it just didn't seem right. And then second half, it just fell apart. Just look at that score, 8-1. Just wasn't the best. I thought, you know, it might be a one-off, but it turns out it wasn't. But you'll see. So obviously we get rid of him. He eventually does sell at some point. Obviously bringing Kepa, there's me thinking, you know, 8-1 is obviously the goalkeeper. Nothing else, you know. It looks like we got a pretty decent side defence, you'd think. In my head, I was kind of picturing, you know what, maybe this could work. We'll go and transfer market, we'll have a look, see what's out there. Because it's always best to try and bolster your team up. I knew I had a pretty slow defence. I was thinking when I get that money, Tomori, probably the best option for me. But, you know, we didn't have the money for him. As you can see, he is quite expensive compared to the other players. But obviously we didn't have the money for him, so, you know, we'll have to see. But we've gone into the second placement match. He was on our box here. I don't know how I didn't manage to get rid of this here, but we managed to obviously eventually clear it. A little bit of luck getting into this, so you'll see in about 2-3 seconds time there. That kind of enabled me a little bit to get ahead, but that's why I dragged him wide. Didn't expect him to get a touch here, and this was a beautiful cross. So we managed to get a goal there, and then he paused the game. So I was thinking, right, okay. Instantly, rage quits. So Don't know why, because obviously it's placing the match, but obviously I'll take the free win. Yeah, I was feeling quite pumped. I thought, you know what, let's head into the third game actually. And yeah, I was quite annoyed actually, because the teams that I come up against weren't just like starting squads; they were quite good. But yeah, I was quite annoyed when I saw this team, because I thought to myself, like, it's still in a 10-hour trial period. Like, how have you got this? No, Griezmann, San. Oh mate, honestly, I was so vexed. Obviously, lost 6-1. Wasn't the best game. Obviously, managed to get a goal, but 8-1 for that game as well. It just fell apart, honestly. 6-1, then 8-1. It just wasn't going well. So, obviously, managed to sell Karius. Got a little bit of money. Obviously, went to the store. For some reason, it said we got free packs. So, looked at that, and then obviously realised it's pre-order. So, obviously, we got a lone player, a rare gold pack. Well, actually, 2 rare gold packs. But yeah, I was hoping I would get something decent out of these, considering my mood. Didn't actually realise it was just a flipping kit from this. So, I was very pissed off, to say the least. And then I realised, obviously, we got this little Don. And then obviously we got the player pick as well. So it wasn't actually too bad. I think I was a bit annoyed when I saw the kit to start off with. And then obviously realised and we got Mbappe. But I decided to open it up. And then we decided to obviously go with the good old Joy. See how he is. Because obviously, even though I am doing a BPL team, I want to branch into other teams at some other point. So I wanted to give him a test out and see. Now I was hoping in these packs I would get something bloody decent to give me money to at least trade, or something else. But we got Spanish goalkeeper, and it happens to be Lopez. So wasn't the best of packs, considering it doesn't help me in whatever way. But yeah, so we'll just have to see. And then obviously, look at this guy, Sacco, right back, 94 pace, insane. Be better if he was in the league that I actually used, but obviously for the future you never know. Christian Tallo as well, not a bad little pull. But yeah, realising it doesn't actually sell much, so it's a bit of a disappointing. But the game is still early right now. Going into our last pack here, I was praying for something good. I was really praying for something good. And, you just know it's not in your favour. You just really know when it's not in your favour. So, that's me hoping for a bit of positive. And there's nothing really there. So, we managed to get this IX badge. Tried to sell it. Ended up never selling, so I had to quick sell it. Which is a bit of annoying, because I need the money. But, we're not doing... I want to say we're not doing too bad considering the teams we're facing. But it's hard to tell. And there's a lot of improvement I need to do on the squad. For example, even though I did buy Sessegnon, but he's not the best. But we jumped into last game anyway. Lost 5-0. Typical. But I wasn't expecting much. Like I said in the first episode, it's obviously not too bad now. Even though obviously we only won 1 game. Division 6, not bad at all. 29,000 coins, and that's a new thing in 21. I think if you get Div 1, you get like 100 and something K. It's mad. But we decided to go with Reece James here, because Trent's loan is knowing me up. So we decided to get someone. I could have got anyone. Could have got obviously Semedo if I decided trading some more players. But Reece James looked like a decent pull for the price. And then right wing, I decided to go for Willian. Now obviously, if you guys didn't know, I'm a Chelsea fan. But I knew his stats would still be insane. And he is cheap. I was going to get Traore, but that's ridiculous. And then we decided to go Bergwijn. Now this is the biggest money I've spent so far on a player. And I don't want to give too much away, but in another episode, he does pull a bit clutch. So I try to find him as cheap as I can, because obviously that's what you do logically, unless obviously you're minted. But yeah, so obviously bolstering up a little bit. Obviously we get rid of Sessegnon. I can't remember who got right wing. Oh, Townsend. Yeah, I decided to get rid of him as well. Obviously defence still needs a bit of work. Goalkeeper maybe, but we'll have to see. That's the team so far. So we'll jump to another game, and it's not a bad team, to be fair. It's not like overpowered, but yeah. So you got obviously nice little defence there, nice little build up straight over to Willian, Piera. There's a bit of luck here, because you know that's the one based off in a moment. Now that is a nice little pass. Watkins, oh mate, you're going to hear a lot of him in future episodes. The most underrated player on this game, I swear. He has his moments, but just like that. So as you see, I kind of had a slip of the brain, decided to pass straight away. So we ended up having a draw, so it wasn't too bad. Not a loss, but yeah, it's gonna pretty much wrap up episode 2. We're probably going to be working on these maybe in the future, or working towards them. But we'll just have to say, you know, stay tuned. You'll have to find out. But I know it's a big loss episode, but hopefully you've enjoyed. If you have, make sure to like, and I'll see you soon.